Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the American Doofus Show. I'm Barry Welsh, your host. This is a show about not being a doofus, not being stupid, not being an idiot. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do so, and please share this. Invite all of your friends to subscribe. What we're going to do on this episode is a brief follow-up to the last episode on Louisville, the introduction episode. I've got a lot of questions since that episode on all the different platforms. So I'm going to just briefly address a few of those questions this evening. For those that don't know, NFAC is a black militia. First came onto the scene July 4th in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Did something I thought was incredibly ballsy. Assembled a militia, a black militia, at the heart of the Ku Klux Klan, the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan. Then their second formation was called for Louisville, Kentucky. That was a week ago Saturday, and touched on that briefly in the previous episode, and we're going to go, that's going to be a focus, primary focus of the of one of the next upcoming episodes. I can't say it's going to be the next one, but if I can get everything together, it's going to be very, very soon. But what I do is I report. I give commentary, I give opinion, and on lighter subjects, humor. But on subjects that aren't so light, I'm not so light. So that's just it. In case this is the first time you've seen me, that's a little bit about me. I do it behind the American flag because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm really a moralist. I make my decisions based more on my morals than I do my politics. And I'm not going to let either political party hijack my flag. I hope you will do the same. The first episode was fun with flags. Okay, on to some questions. One of the questions I had is NFAC and BLM the same thing? NFAC is the Not Farging Around Coalition, led by Grandmaster Jay, and actually BLM is Black Lives Matter. And in one of the NFAC videos, Grandmaster Jay starts everything out with a big loud FU to Black Lives Matter. So no, they're not the same organization. They're not the same organization at all. They're two different organizations. As a matter of fact, Black Lives Matter, while I'm on the subject, there's a big difference between the Black Lives Matter movement and the Black Lives Matter organization. There are those that support the Black Lives Matter movement, which is based on attempt to eradicate systemic racism. Then there's the Black Lives organization, Black Lives Matter organization. The movement and the organization, they're different. The organization has goals more in depth than the movement has, and not everybody that supports the movement is on board with the organization. But I'll get into that in an upcoming episode as well. Why didn't I talk to Grandmaster Jay before doing all of this? Well, he was pretty busy organizing some things, and I honestly didn't attempt to reach out to try to interact with him before doing this. It was a good, honest question, deserves an answer, and no, I did not try to talk to him. My reporting and commentary and opinion has been based on the videos I've seen online, articles I've read. And that gets me to another question, actually. A lot of people across the platforms, not a majority, but enough that it was significant have said that I'm really wrong about Grandmaster Jay and about all of this. And if that's the case, I don't want to be wrong. So if you have information I don't, if you know something I don't and I am wrong, send me an email at americandoofus@gmail.com, or if it's easier, just drop something in the comment on one of the platforms, and we'll set up an interview. We'll do a one-on-one Zoom, or we'll do a phone-in interview, and you can tell me why I'm wrong, because if I am, I really want to know. I think I've got a pretty good grasp of what's going on, but if I don't, I want to know. And by the way, anytime you can email me, americandoofus@gmail.com, not just for this particular issue. Can you be in both Black Lives Matter and NFAC at the same time? Well, I don't know. I'm not in either organization, but I'm again just reporting, so I don't know. Contact the official Black Lives Matter organization and contact NFAC, because that one I don't have an answer for. My T-shirts, is there a color significance? No, it's not any significance based on topic or opinion. It's not a beauty, fashion, or style show. So I'm normally wearing a white T-shirt or a black T-shirt, and I really don't think too much about it before I come back and start talking. The last thing, the beginning of the last video, I basically said that I was sorry that people of culture, or people of color's cultures, had been damaged or destroyed. And had some people ask me if that was satire or a joke. No, it wasn't. And I've had some people say, well, if I didn't do anything wrong, because again, I preferenced it with that. You know, I didn't do anything to be a part of what has happened to the communities of people of color. That's all colors that have been had their cultures at best damaged and at worst destroyed. And why did I feel that way? Well, it was heartfelt to me. The cultures of people of color have impacted food, fashion, art, literature, comedy, and most importantly to me, music. I grew up with a transistor radio and an earphone, going to sleep at night upstairs in a two-story house in a little twin bed, and the earphone was in so nobody would know that I was listening to music to fall asleep. And that little transistor, I could get Detroit, I could get Philadelphia, and those were the stations I listened to. So a big thank you to the communities of people of color out there, because you've impacted my life in a lot of ways. And I don't mind saying again that how much more impactful would it have been if your cultures would have been allowed to advance as they should have been allowed. And that's all I was saying. I'm sorry that happened. And to me, it's just basic compassion. You know, if you told me I just tested positive for COVID, I'd go, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You know, it doesn't mean I did it. I had anything to do with it, or it doesn't mean I have, what was the term? White guilt, I think was the term. No, it just humanity. That's all that was. And again, thank you so much for listening, and comment, like, subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends and family. And if you are out there and you really think that I'm totally wrong on this, contact me, and we'll do we'll do an episode, and I will listen, and we might agree, we might disagree, but I will hear you out because I want the truth out there, and that's what I thought I did in the last episode. So that's why we have this follow-up. Thank you again, and you all be blessed, you be well, you be safe. When you're around people, wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands. Shouldn't have to tell you that, but we're in some crazy times. Thanks for watching The American Doofus. I'm Barry Welsh.